let me share with you what I learned from my first month on YouTube. So, I started this hobby about 3 months ago, and this channel about a month ago. And the reason why I started this channel is because I really love the hobby. Like, it has gripped me to such an extent that I didn't think possible. And because of that, I've decided to create content for this hobby, aside from just like experiencing it myself. And I've gone through a bit of a YouTube journey since then. I've had to learn a lot of like editing, coming from somebody with basically no editing experience. I had to learn about like camera setups, like including this one right here, as well as the one I use for battle reports. I had to learn that I did not know how to budget for time at all, and I didn't know how long any of the videos I was about to make was actually going to take. But you know what? It felt good because like my first couple of uploads did, in my experience, like pretty well. But you know, halfway through the month, I had to go on vacation for a family matter, and I showed my videos to some of my friends and my siblings, and they gave me some really good pointers, right? And so when I got back from vacation, I was excited. I was ready to make more content for this channel. So I sat down when I got back. I created what I believed at that time to be like my best video on the channel, and I put it out to YouTube, and then nothing. I was absolutely devastated with the amount of, or rather the lack of views on those videos. Waited every few hours and it was just nothing. And I felt incredibly demoralized. And the reason why I'm talking about that, aside from all the things I learned from YouTube, is that you have to learn that, first and foremost, numbers aren't really everything when you first start out. And the biggest revelation I had when I was looking at this and I was like racking my brain is like, and also like starting to go on these YouTube rabbit holes. It's like how to improve your channel, how to make it more clickable, and everything like that. And I realized I was losing everything that I wanted this channel to be, right? This was a channel built mostly for me to achieve a boyhood dream of making little toy soldiers fight one another and having some really epic battles. And I lost that because I started chasing views. I started chasing subscribers. And it's only my first month of YouTube, but it's very easy to fall in that rabbit hole. And so I had to ask myself, why am I still doing this? It's been a month. And maybe if I went through this throughout a year, maybe my opinion on this will change. And I'm likely going to make a video of this in a year anyways. What did I learn? I learned that I still really love this hobby. I learned that I really enjoy partaking in this hobby with different people, playing with other people and then sharing my insights or sharing, gameplay for people to watch and enjoy. Because I felt that I had some stories to tell, or at least the miniatures I painted, they have stories to tell. So this is what I ultimately learned, right? Because this was a very humbling experience. And if you're a new YouTube creator, it's likely going to happen to you at some point where somewhere throughout the year you have to take a bit of hiatus and then you come back and something like this would happen, which could be very demoralizing. Remember, guys, remember to stay the course, right? Make the content that you love because that's what people want to see. That's what resonates with people is you. They resonate with the people, not that that are behind the screen, not necessarily the content of it. I realize that also, your thumbnail and titles matter more because our attention spans are basically just cooked at this point. But the biggest thing I've learned, you know, making these videos, putting them out there, is that even though you don't think things will get better over time, they will. Because you will get better over time. Your process gets better over time. And guess what? Making content for YouTube or for anything, for any sort of platform, really, you begin to learn more about yourself because you bring it out from you. You bring it out from the heart and into the screen, right? And people may or may not resonate with that. But I'm really glad, regardless, that I went and began this YouTube journey because it's given me kind of like a creative outlet. Like, outlet, I mean, creative outlet that I want to really just continue with. And I want to, again, continue just creating more content and sharing them with, the greater public online. So, with that being said, what's in store for the future of the channel? Well, I'm working on some Kill Team narrative stories. It's called Beasts of Savagery. I hope you guys will tune in, and if not, okay. But I'm really excited for it because I'm going to be applying more of, like, I guess, my expertise with being a forever DM in D&D and really just attempting my best to give you guys a very compelling narrative about this world that I'm really just focused on building. I'm going to try to do more hobby videos. I found that with hobby videos, I enjoyed the assembly process more than the painting process. And I don't know if it's the same for everybody else. Go watch my previous video about that if you're, you know, if you want a slightly deeper dive into it. And finally, I'm just going to do more of the battle reports I used to do. Just very easy NPOs, just fighting each other, and seeing where that goes. So, with that being said, to anyone who's watching this, thank you so much. You are what makes the content and the channel work. If you're new to YouTube, YouTube, my bad, new YouTube content creator, please stay the course. You can do it. I believe in you, and I hope you believe in me too. All right. And I'm just very excited to see where this channel goes, and I hope you are too. But until then, I'm going to peace out. Okay?